Hello my friends, welcome to Post-War Career Simulation. We are in the last race of the 1951 season. This is Dario Clock. We are at Pescara, 1951 Circuito Di Pescara. You can see here. This is the ride that I'm going to be driving today. So if you've been watching the previous open race that we had at Sachsenring, I raced with Jose Maria Allende, characters, the son of Dario, and we raced with the rock walkers on the lash. This is at the lash, but it's not the same the lash. You might notice something different. The tail is longer, the wheels are different as well. There's a bigger fuel tank in there. The thing is that we crashed on the last lap at Sachsenring, and the car was so much damaged that had no spare parts, no more engines, and we placed an ERA engine. However, this one runs with a press selector gearbox, and yeah, it's been a challenge. In real life, actually, this is what happened. So 1951 was the last year that the last raced, and it was because of that they ran out of spare parts. And for the second half of the season, they placed an ERA engine, and I wanted to simulate that, do it historically alike, you could say. And the guys have been working with the car and all that, and I, since they did it, I wanted to put it in on the track. However, it took me so long to get used to this, because you see how this works. Normally I would click and play with keyboard. If this is the first time that you watch me. I would click, and you will see the press selector here has moved to first, right? But the engine is still in neutral. So the way this goes, I can change everything, but as long as I don't tap my clutch, the engine, the gearbox will remain where it is. So for the start, for example, I have to be very careful, because if I tap my engine revving I will blow it up. It happened to Amy, I think, in some race, the first time I see race with a Talbot. I think that happens to her. We have to be very careful. Let's try for a little bit. I'm not gonna do a full lap, but this is a very long track. It takes like 10 minutes at least. I've been a long time here, setting the sounds and all that, the audio. But it takes like 10 minutes to do a lap, so we're not gonna do a full lap. But I want to show you how this works. Let me see if there's anybody coming. I think we are fine. Okay, so this is how I have to go. I rev the engine. I will the press selectors first, and once I touch the engine, the clutch, we move. Now I select the gear. There's a car coming. Okay. When I tap the clutch, it will change the gear, and I can select. I don't need to lift. So I don't need to lift to shift the gears, which gives you time, you could say, right? But I'm having a lot of trouble with the downshifts on the long straights, the fast turns of the track. Where can I stop here? Is a car coming? go to first now. And I can select the next. Let me go. And I stole it. Okay.
Okay, let's get going. To start the engine, press and hold the extra A button for up to 5 seconds.
So that's how it goes. It's gonna be very, very tricky, and I have to be very, very careful, especially downshifting, as I was mentioning, because yeah, I have to live early because I've been breaking with my face against the walls on the long straights. But hey, the beautiful car, and it won't be available again when we start after the summer in September with 1952 season. This was the last year that the last was available, and I never raced it, and I always been after it even at the Interwar, and it was always taken by someone else, and I couldn't race it. So, yeah, I'm happy to be able to drive it. Sachsenring, we had a somewhat okay performance, finishing 9th. I could have finished 7th, but I had that issue on the last lap, and well, it's all fitting, right? Very poetic, like it was in real life. The car was destroyed, and I had to change the engine. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. I will do some more practice, and I catch up with you once we're back on the grid. We have actually, I can see now, 19 drivers have set a time. Alvin Amaro was gonna join us, so 20 drivers expected. It could be more, but at least 20. I'm starting in 13th, and 8 laps at this very hard track. Anything can happen. Catch up with you later. Alright, so here we are on the grid, ready to rock and roll. Still have 4 minutes of waiting time. Look at this grid. So we have 24 people that has joined for the race, I think. Well, this is not correct because it's the position on the grid on that. I think I was 13th. But everything will get sorted out after we cross the finish line. After the first lap, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. Well, something like that. Look at that. And a lot of different type of cars. There's a Talbot. That is not... is that a Talbot? I think it's a Talbot. That is not joining, it seems. Ferrari, BMW. There's some Gordinis, Maserati. This is a Talbot beside me over there. Not sure what that is. I think it's a Ferrari. Another Talbot, Alfa Romeos, Ferraris. The Ferraris have the fastest times. And then a BRM of Amy, I think is there. So, well, this is gonna be very tricky, guys. Let's see what we can do. Wish me luck. We'll see you on the other side. My goodness. 2 minutes 30. So what I've done, actually, I'm running much more fuel than I need, because I did a test yesterday. I did the full 8 laps. I almost died on lap 3, actually. I crashed at the end of the long straight. I had to change a tire on the spot and then continued. And at the end of the second long straight, I crashed again. I didn't change the tire, I just came to the pitch. I did all the repairs and all that, and then continued. I finished the 8 laps. I noticed that when the tank was getting lower, let me start the engine so we don't get teleported to pits. When the fuel tank gets low, the rear actually was very, very lively. It starts swaying a lot, and at that point we will have used tires, so it's gonna be very tricky. So what I did is just add a little more fuel to keep it until the end, you know, still have somewhat enough weight on the rear. Is where the tank is, you see, to keep it more stable. Okay, so here you see I can select the first gear now, and I have to rev it though, because if it's not revved, when I tap the clutch, I will just stop the car. I have to be careful with that. I see. This is gonna be, I mean, everything that I've done testing the pre-selector gearbox is on my own. With other cars, this is gonna be. I won't be talking very much, maybe on the streets, but okay. This car, the Talbots, also have a pre-selector. Okay, here we go. Flag is up. Be shifting at 6,000, so I don't damage the engine. Oh, I didn't leave the names on. Fourth gear. Here I go down to third. The second post, just to make sure that we make this run properly. So far so good, no really issues. Yellow proof. Too hot, I want too hot there. Okay, tires are within 10 now. Yellow. The temperature of the engine is going to go up a bit. We're going to be in the low 80s. I cannot change the radiator shutters with this car. So I set it to half close and should be fine. Have the longest gear ratio. I'm hoping to do all this part, most of it with second gear. So the less I need to change gears, the better. Come on. Yellow. Here I have to be very, very careful. Yellow. This yellow is staying. Someone had issues here. Where is it? Where is the car? I can't see it. I think we went off track. Yeah, I need to think about the next gear that I'm gonna use. Oh, in Thorn. What happened? Come on. To the main straight. Here better take it a little bit slow. Make sure you make this turn. I'm about to push 6,000 and let the engine break from elasticity. I already select the third gears and we should be reaching 300 kilometers per hour, guys, with this type of cars.
Mind the engine.
It's okay. The testing that I did, the engine didn't get damage. What we need to be careful is if when you see the fourth gear at the bottom, if it flashes red, then is when you're taking damage. I'm gonna leave early. It's the flying kilometer. I'm gonna see a board here on the right. Here it is, and I'm gonna lift here. third gear. Still on course, fuel. Normally picks up the engine, but because the straight is so long and we go so fast, the engine cools down actually. Select third gear already. Here though, when I hear the mechanic about the engine, I'm gonna go back to normal.
Mind the engine.
Because here is harder for me to spot where to slow down. So we need that extra boost. Okay, so be close. Is this house on the left? You must have lifted. No, where's the next one? Oh, here it is. Second. You see the patches on the tarmac? Have a car ahead. Push. Okay, we survived the first lap. Back to normal. Come on. I didn't see the position. The tire wear is at 2 right now, after 1 lap. Means that it's gonna be a race on our own. Second post. It's a tricky corner, easy to end in against that wall on the right. I do this mostly, well, mostly all first gear because Really, I don't want to be changing first second. I think it's easier for me to crash, so I have to take it easy. I lose a lot of time in this sector, but I want to do it in one piece. Here you touch anything with the scripts and how the cars are modeled. You touch anything a little bit to one of these guardrails and the tires pop. And someone else disconnected. Oh. Very easy to... almost lost it there. Come on. The only way that I'm gonna gain positions is if other drivers have issues, and if that's not something that you wish. Oh, yellow. I saw someone on the right hand side. I think. Maybe it's the same car that was out before. Here, I don't see the car. Oh, it is in the same place. To my left. Probably trying to get the car back on track. I always slow down with yellow flag. That's why I have the map where you can see, especially good for that. Yellow and blue flags to see when the cars are coming so you don't crash against them. Luckily, I've raced quite a few times here in Pescara, so I know the track, even though it's so easy to screw up. Yellow here. I don't see any cars. Where are you? Oh, out of the map, or out of the track. I had that issue yesterday doing practice, and my lap didn't count because I missed that checkpoint around here, actually. If it is here, make sure we make this turn. Here we go. Oops. The temperature is now at 80 degrees, so it's gonna go down to the 60s. Here says I'm 11th. It's gone down 7 degrees early. The leaders are already in a lap, so we are in lap 3. kilometer is over. Now I'm using the board here on the right. This one lift. It's early, but better early than again breaking with my face against that wall. I saw that the car ahead is not that far ahead. I did slow down a lot. Okay, the leaders already started lap 3. And we are like a minute.
Mind the engine.
Normal fuel mixture. The engine will go much higher until something. Maybe. Keep an eye and we will need to start braking. Here. Here. The next set of houses. Don't tell me that someone broke it with their face. Seems like no oil though. Very slow, yes. Push. .27. 11. Barrel here on the left, the braking there. The car ahead is not that much ahead. Oh yeah. Don't. Yellow, just a moment. Oh, here someone has trouble. Who is it? Oh, that's a long lap. You should stop and fix change the tires on the spot. It's gonna take you forever to get to pits. A lot of people do that instead of changing the tire. Oh, another car. He's changing the tires though. He's gonna catch us very fast. Arnie Ragnarsson. But it was a Finnish flag. It was an Arnie. I don't know. Right? Come on. Pescara, this track has a lot of history. You may not know that actually Formula One raced in this track. They did a lot of different type of races, but 1957 my colleague told yesterday, I didn't know exactly why, but he mentioned there was an oil crisis at Suez, and they had to cancel, I don't know what, Grand Prix, and they came here for a once and only event, and it was Stirling Moss actually that won. 1957. So this road, as you can see, is not dirt, but it's not tarmac either. It's like a mixture of both. And Italo Tracks, the model of this track, has done an awesome job. Beautiful. This track is beautiful. Here for post-war career simulation and CBR races, we modify the surface file of most of the tracks, and sometimes we also change. Well, I said we, but I don't do anything. I just race the devs. They do also change the visuals, like going very slow here, talking more like the board, the billboards and all that, to make it more accurate to the area that we are racing and all that. Very cool. If you like what you see and you like vintage racing and all that, join us, because we have an awesome community here. The car ahead is a long way ahead. Actually, it makes no sense for me to push even one bit. Aditya survey disconnected. And behind, I think, is Lily. She's faster than me on sector 1 and 2. But I have the advantage on the straights. Just have to keep her behind. So since I started practicing for this race, I didn't drive any other car, because I didn't want to mess up my brain with the press selector thingy. The car behind might be a Ferrari though, that had issues before and is catching up to us to retake the position. I prefer to take it slow, lose a lot of time, but make sure that we do it safely. It's very easy to screw up on that turn coming down to the straight. Yes, I guess it's one of the middle cars that had an issue, the change tire, and they're
Mind the engine.
Okay, the leaders are on lap 4. And 2 minutes behind. see that is where is the ball? Here it is. Oh, oil. Someone crashed. So be careful because it's slippery. Oh, here it is. As long as the flag is there, my tires are slippery. Now it's fading. I guess someone is going to the pitch.
Mind the engine.
He is the one that crashed. Oh yeah, no. Ooh, that was close. If I tap that wall, doesn't matter how slow it is, I'll probably pop a tire. And look how slow I was going, huh? There's a car coming flying behind. Come on. More people in the pits. 10:39, very slow lap. P10. But here's SPA. But normal. The Ferrari that changed tire, if it's not going to pits for repairs, it was just the tire what they lost, he's gonna catch us very fast. And I will let him go. I don't like to block, even try to block the cars because it's very easy to have a crash and both cars go out, you know? If you get caught, normally it's because you are slow. Car catched, car passed, so what you say, right? Except if you are Gilles Villeneuve, but I'm not, so... Let's see if we can do a bit of faster lap.
For God's sake, back off.
10:39 is not good. Well, I did a slow down for yellows. And we complete this this lap, we will be halfway. I'm taking it very easy. Don't want to take any risks. It's so easy to screw up. tires are at 4. Oh, they are pretty good actually. Because after the first lap they were at 2. Where the rears? Here's where I lose a lot of time with Lily behind. Well, I think it's Lily, I don't know who is behind. This car is pretty nice, very good actually, to be a Frankenstein car. With parts of an era. Maybe another driver faster than me maybe could have kept up with the leading group. Not for me though. So, if everything goes well, I won't need to pit. I have enough fuel with the tires hold, and we don't have any issues, which can happen. Now we have a ton of scripts that are made to, you know, if you over-rev the engine and all that, you get damage, but we still have random stuff that can happen. Yellow. Where? Where is the car? I don't see. Logan Foster. Oh, he was one of the faster guys. Maybe it was the car ahead that we saw the yellow. So the fastest lap that I did, I mean the quali, I did a 10-minute 14. I always go with races. I mean, most of the time. Oh. Where? There. No. Where is the oil? I didn't see the oil. Here. Yeah, here. See, this I mentioned it. It's so easy to screw up in that. That is SS. Okay, leader on lap 5. we are almost 3 minutes behind now. I think it was
Mind the engine.
We're not gonna get luck. I think I'm gonna go normal. I'm gonna push the car to avoid any random shoot or anything. So instead of getting up to 300, 290s, I'm going to go side to side and go boom. There's the board. There was oil here before, but no, it's still here. It lasted like 20 minutes.
Mind the engine.
I wait at 5. Quite too early, but better too early than too late. Where is the barrel? There is the barrel. Push. P7. Barrel. Now the Alphas, they use a ton of fuel. So Otto, we saw that was behind with troubles, but they could catch up to us. What was the time I did? 10:35. Very slow. Lino, that is ahead. I don't know if he will have to pit for fuel, and refueling takes forever, guys. Honestly. And the Talbots mentioned that might have to change tires. I'm hoping that I don't have to pit at all. It is very easy to crash also. Okay, we passed the Ecuador of the race. passed by a Ferrari. One of the cars that we passed on track. And maybe more, maybe the Alphas too. Because they are much faster. They are in the sub 10 lap times, and I'm doing 10, 30. Oh, I see a car ahead. The map. Oh. Perfect, that's a Talbot. I think he's changing a tire. Another one that should catch us behind. Yeah, that's already coming. I'm not gonna push like crazy. I would like to do lap time in the 20s, 10-20, but I'm not gonna go crazy pushing here and endanger a crash. You know? It's hard to pass in here though, have to be careful. Let's see where I get caught. This car, I think he's coming from the pits. We pass him on the pits. And Meyer. Be my guess. That was for position, but I don't care. He takes risks, I don't. And there's another car coming behind. I think it's a Ferrari or the Talbot, maybe a Kreuzner. tire wear at 6. Lap 5. The leader on lap 6 already.
Mind the engine.
Gonna pass me very quickly though. P8 says here. 10:29 was okay. Back to normal. Okay. Far ahead. No, not here. No, here. My goodness, really? There's no patience, this guy.
For God's sake, back off.
little bit of warping. I notice. Here's where I lose him. Maybe much faster. Let's twist the area here. But he's driving a Maserati, and a Maserati, you never know. Hey, there we're at 7. Don't lose too much time. Maybe I can catch him on the long straight, you know? But I doubt it. Maybe I'm gonna catch him. I'm already pushing too much. Yeah. Bring it down a notch. Position. I would sign to finish 8th right now. I think we are actually gonna get caught from behind from other faster drivers that have issues. I think Meyer is gonna be too far away to catch him. Maybe on the second straight though. Oh, the leader is already on lap 7. the oil on? Yeah. Nice. Okay, here we go. Tires are at 8. And we still have another 2 more laps. We're gonna finish around 12 to 14, which is within...
Mind the engine.
A little here. I mean, the Maserati is not hyper mega slow, but I think it's gonna be enough.
For God's sake, back off.
9 kilometers. Here's the board. Okay. And we didn't catch him.
Mind the engine. I think he was ahead of us too. We didn't catch Meyer. He's already crossing the line now. Here says 7. Two laps. Come on. I didn't see the pitchboard, the time I have with the car behind me. Who is behind? Theo with a Talbot. Faster than me, for sure.
jump from first to second is not very smooth. The other gears are smoother. Come on. So what lap time did I do? 10:25. Oh, that's better. Ay. What's this? Here is very narrow, so hard to pass. Oh, Hofer, this is a Ferrari Jaguar. I almost lost it there. Oof. The tires are getting slippery. Thank you. Someone rejoined or disconnected. Focus on the road. Keep your eyes on the road and your hands up on the wheel. We're gonna have a good time. Wait. I want turn. Come on. Really? Okay, go back. This is a BMW, I think. Oh, Theo is connected. He was behind me. Oi. Yellow. This is the owner of the oil. Oh. Oh, thank goodness it didn't stop. Lose a ton of time there. Oh, well. Now the tires are starting to get slippery, so take it a little easier. A lot of connect, disconnect, I don't know who's that. your horses, Jose Maria. Here we go. Now we can pass the BMW. I were at 9. At 10 is when they start getting very, very slippery. Now I can already notice the car is much lighter. It's swimming all over the place. 5 kilometers. Fuel for 3 laps, 45 liters. You can really notice it's so light in the road. Okay, there's the board. It is. It's harder to. When I brake, the rear just goes very lightly. Okay, the leader just crossed the line. It's on the final lap. So it's not that far ahead. Actually, it was farther ahead before. We had some issues. Pit stop was okay. Yeah, because we were like 3 minutes.
Mind the engine.
Enough time to repeat, I think. Maybe we still wouldn't catch it. Good focus here. The braking point. The car moves a lot more than before. Started braking quite late compared with the previous laps. Of cars in the pits. P7, 1034. That's very small. I don't think I'm gonna catch anybody ahead. So now the thing is to bring it home and hopefully we don't get caught from behind. Who is behind? Osvaldo Ricky. That's a Ferrari 166 FL, I think, if fast. Went too deep there. Come on. Focus, Maria. Last lap. advantage I have with the braking. Last lap, yes, I would try to block. Not too hard though. Oh, there's a car coming behind. Idea if that is in or position. Not a slow car. So we can see a glimpse of the name here. He's him. Well, it's gonna be tight. Come on, just don't make mistakes. I think if I get to the straight, no, it says 9th, so I thought I was in 7th, not 8th. Oof. thought I was in 7th. I don't know.
Mind the engine.
Fuck the engine, pardon my French. We're on the last lap. I'm slower on the twisty part, so maybe you're so disconnected. They finished already.
For God's sake, back off.
They already won.
For God's sake, back off.
Oh, that car is very fast, it's coming. Here's the billboard. Oh. Why it says he's 9th? Because people has finished.
Oh, by the way, your fuel level is running quite low. You might experience engine coughs and long, high-speed corners. You also risk getting fuel level issues. Refuel as soon as possible. Mind the engine. For God's sake, back off. For God's sake, for God's sake, for God's sake, back off. For God's sake, back off. For God's sake, back off.
Well, that was unfortunate. I just lost a position right at the end. P11 says here, but P8. I don't know. This is weird.
Okay, let's get going. To start the engine, press and hold the extra A button for up to 5 seconds.
I don't have a klaxon. I think we finished P8. We were in 7th. And Sualdo. There goes going backwards.
Forgotten.
Can we do?
For God's sake. For God's sake, back off. For God's sake, back off. Harken, yeah, the coolant temperature is getting too high. If you let the engine go a lot over 100 degrees Celsius, it will melt down. You
can
will
go
need
to
to
pits.
either slow down or stop completely to allow it to cool down. You can also stop at your pit box to get a
That's
few
because,
buckets of
people
cold
didn't
water
finish
thrown
it.
on radiator to cool it down.
Let me check. So we have this 1, 2, 3, 4 cars, I think. Still on the last straight.
For God's sake, back off. For God's sake, back off. For God's sake, for God's sake, for God's sake, back off.
My engine is...
Okay, let's get going. To start the engine, press and hold the extra A buttons for up to 5
70%.
seconds.
I don't have a klaxon, so I can't... And it's boiling. Look at the smoke coming out of the car. Just a little longer if you want. Well, if you leave it here, thank you very much for watching, guys. I always leave in the video description the link to the Discord if you want to join us. And if other drivers post a video of the race, also I'll leave a link in there. And let me see, it won't be long now till everybody finishes, and then we can go to pits and see the result. No, I think everybody finished already. Hey! We made it to the end. The BMW. I'm not gonna race again with this car, I'm gonna miss it. So cool, the Dilash. Look at that. Well, we had... I don't think I had any collisions in this race. In Axaxering, I screwed up on the last lap. Well, I screwed up. I lost it there was some oil on the track, and I don't know, it was just in the rain. It's very hard to catch it with the keyboard. I just lost it a little bit and it was impossible to catch it with the car. But still I finished 9th. I could have finished 7th, but better than nothing. You cannot go to pits. Well, I think I'm 8th. I don't know. I will mention in the next video then. Thank you very much for watching. Please take care, be safe, and I hope to see you with the next one. The post-war career simulation will come back in September, 1952 season. But we will do some other stuff in the meantime. Bye bye for now.